Okay, Kim Iversen, she became very emotional and she sums it up pretty nicely, the genocide in Gaza, in just few words. I want you to take a listen at her speech and how emotional. I mean, there was the emotional undertone. There is no doubt about that. Take a listen.
Reasonable enough. He says, yeah, they need a police force. They have some security and safety issues. So yeah, we've allowed them to rearm and police their enclave at the moment. Okay, so Ursula von der Leyen, she, yes, I said her name right, Ursula von der Leyen.
Yep.
She
Van der Leyen, Van der Zionist, Van der genocidal maniac, whatever you want to call it.
says the return of the Israeli hostages is a moment of pure joy for those families and a moment of relief for the entire world. It means that a page can be turned, a new chapter can begin. Europe fully supports the peace plan brokered by the United States, Qatar, Egypt, and Turkey. That's how you pronounce Turkey now. The finalization of the agreement ending the war today in Sharm el-Sheikh will be a historical milestone. We stand ready to contribute to its success with all the tools of our disposal, in particular by providing support on governance and for the reform of the Palestinian Authority. We will be an active force within the Palestinian Donors Group, and we will provide EU funding for the reconstruction of Gaza. What are you talking about?
Okay, so before I play Kim Iversen, just want to remind you, the Zionist propaganda media, the Zionist propagandist, the Zionist mouthpiece, including Piers Morgan, the Zionist, every single inch of it, would want you to believe that it was just a bad chapter in our time. So it is time for us to move on, to start a new chapter, to start a new life for all of us. Now, this is something they will spin. This is the narrative they will want you to go with. But be mindful, guys. Never ever forget the people of Gaza, what they have gone through. Take a listen what Kim Iversen is saying here.
About turn a page and a chapter. This was a genocide. And the fact that people now want to just gloss over that and act like Israel didn't commit one of the most atrocious, heinous acts we've ever seen in our lives. In fact, it was the single most heinous act we have seen in our lives.
Absolutely.
And it was a genocide. We watched it live streamed. We watched babies blown up and murdered and shot live streamed. We heard of little girls, 5 years old, being shot hundreds of times while she's waiting to be rescued. We saw babies in ICUs rot to death. We saw children buried under rubble, entire families wiped out. We saw schools, hospitals, mosques, apartment buildings leveled for no reason other than to just level them.
Yeah.
And yet we're supposed to just turn a page. We're supposed to just end the chapter. No, this was a genocide. And this graphic here really illustrates from the National some of the phrases that were said. Look at some of these phrases. No Arab will remain in Gaza. These are the words of Israeli leaders. No one, says here, Israel should make Gaza look like Auschwitz Museum. Aid trucks continue to enter Gaza. Enough. Like, stop the aid trucks. It's not Hamas that should be eliminated. Raise Gaza. It's an entire nation out there that's responsible. It's not true, this rhetoric about civilians not being involved.
Okay. Yeah, this is ongoing though, okay? The chapter, they want to turn the page on. They want to move on. The Zionists, they want to start a new life for all of us. They're still committing the same genocide that they committed before the so-called peace plan of Donald Trump. So nothing has changed, really. Why would anybody change or turn the page, start a new chapter anyways, right? Because it's still happening. Genocide is still happening, but these people are so shameless. The Zionist propagandists are so shameless that they would try to establish or impose this new narrative that somehow we can forget about the genocide because it's not happening anymore. It is happening, and we are not going to forget. We will never ever forget. This genocide has embedded in our hearts and minds for eternity, and this will go with us in our graves. And then when we are raised on the day of judgment, we will testify against these people in the court of God Almighty. Okay, this is not over. We have to take them to account. The Zionists cannot get away with this. We will not start a new chapter. This is not over. The genocide is still continuing on. Unbelievable stuff, guys.